Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today I am reviewing Jedi Survivor. I played it on the PC. I beat it on the PC, but I have been playing on the Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X as well. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, first of all, in this review, I want to address the elephant in the room, which is the performance of this title across all variations of console and PC platforms. It's a little bit rough. It is a little bit rough. Now, I played my playthrough through on my 3080 5800X with 32 gigs of RAM PC on the Xbox Series X as well as the Xbox Series S. Now, I will tell you that the most consistent of the platforms that I've played it on is going to be the Series S. I'm not getting any kind of issues with the Series S. I just got done doing a 2.5-hour live stream. I played through Koba and now we're to Jedi on that one there. Not one freaking frame issue, nothing. Not one slow loading textures, nothing. 2.5 hours playing through that just on a live stream just now. But when it comes to the PC performance, there is, in Koba, in the main hub area, before you can go into like any of the sections, there are times in there that you will see like some frame drops, some significant frame drops that'll take you down into like the 40 FPS. Now, I was playing that at 1440p max or epic settings the whole way through. On the Xbox Series X, now that one there is an interesting thing because the 60 FPS mode is like really shaky, really bad. You get frame tearing. If you have VRR, it will fix that. You also, in the 30 FPS mode, it's a little bit unstable in there as well. So and then according to like Digital Foundry, I saw a video they put out with the PlayStation 5 version, showing that this game will drop to like 1296p at 15 frames a second over on the PlayStation 5 version. So I'm expecting pretty comparable when they do their little review for the Xbox. I'm expecting it to kind of be about the same-ish for the Xbox Series X, maybe a little better, maybe a little worse. But at the end of the day, I mean, if it's not completely polished for those systems, at least the 30 FPS mode, you would expect at least that mode to be 100% polished, at least as polished as it is on the Series S. The Series S is a beast right now. It's running that game. It feels good to play. I'm really, really enjoying that. So now that we're done talking about the performance issues that are clearly the only thing that anybody else is talking about right now, let's get into the actual game. Now, Jedi Survivor is a 20-hour experience. If you cut through and you just do all that stuff, it's a 20-hour story. There's the two hubs, the Koba and Jeddah. They are huge. Like, these are pretty big expanse, open environments that you can go through, that you can collect things, that you can find secrets. Very cool, very fun, entertaining exploration in this game with some really cool platforming experiences dotted out between this game. Very cool set pieces when you get toward the end of the game. Very, very cool. The characters are pretty compelling. The protagonist, Cal Kestis, freaking love this dude in this game. Pretty freaking cool. I love the people that he has around him. They're very cool. They do actually add to the story and keep it moving pretty forward. Voice acting, all of that stuff seems pretty dang good. Like, really good, actually. The animations and the movement during the cutscenes, the facial animations, all of that is on point. Looks really, really good. This is probably the best Unreal Engine 4 game that we've seen in terms of visuals. When it came to Callisto Protocol using Unreal Engine 4.2, that was actually pretty dang nice as well. This game looks incredible, and it feels incredible. It's really fun to play. The antagonists in this game, seriously, I didn't see half of this coming. And normally you can usually tell that something's going to go like that or something isn't right, but like I didn't really catch on until it was like right there, and I was like, whoa, that's a really freaking cool twist. I was like, wow, that's pretty freaking cool. I like how that turned out, you know. I don't want to spoil anything, you know, or really talk too much about the story, but the way that this story arc goes, it definitely feels like it could be like a really good side story for Star Wars. Like it feels pretty good. I like the way it was mapped out. I like the way it plays out. And I like the direction that the Jedi Survivor that this series is going in, and I hope that 3 continues with that and makes it even bigger and a little bit better. Because wow, man, this was pretty freaking awesome. This is a pretty awesome game. I like the different styles of the combat now, because now you have 5 stances that you can use. You got your regular lightsaber, you have your dual weld, you have your staff weld, and then you have the single blade with a blaster now, and the crossguard. The crossguard is by far my favorite weapon for this game. Very, very cool. Force powers are pretty cool. You also get some other kind of stuff to help with traversal, like a grappling thing. You get your air dodge back after a little while. You got your double jump, your other things to help you kind of get to different areas. So climbing around and looking around for things is really, really fun, really rewarding in this experience. Plenty, like I said, plenty of stuff to go and explore. Like I was just coming back from this mission, and I found myself in this area, and I was just playing around in there, just like trying to climb up there. And when I was doing that at my current power level for that, I couldn't really explore too much more because I needed some of the stuff that I have now after beating the game. Once you beat the game, it does unlock a new game plus mode. You get to keep all your stuff, so that's pretty cool. You can continue to explore and keep all your stuff, so that's really nice. You also, after you beat the game, you can go back and you can just explore and do whatever you want with that as well. There are there's multiple boss fights in here. Now, I played through on the normal difficulty, and I would say they ranged anywhere from 1 to 2 tries to like beating them on the first try. A couple of them, there are a couple that are a lot more that are definitely more challenging than a lot of them. But then you also have these sections that get like just really overwhelming with a certain type of enemy in this game. They like come at you, and there'll be multiple of them, like 4, 5, 6. Those areas get really frustrating really quick, and because you really don't got a lot of space to. So I would say the overall difficulty on the normal difficulty is pretty good. That's pretty much what I recommend. Feels a little easy at first, but then it does get to your level pretty quickly. Like you'll start to feel like you'll start to feel the stress probably about halfway through the game. About halfway through the game is when you'll start to feel the stress of it, and then it'll get like a little bit more stressful. But overall, man, if I had to rate this game out of everything that's come out this year so far, I'm going to give this one here a 9. A 9 simply because, it could definitely be a lot more polished than it is right now. And they are asking $70 for this game, but when it comes to story, I would say that was a 9.5, traversal, world building, all of that stuff, that's pretty high. Like, I'd give that a 10. Like, this world that they've created here is a solid 10, but overall game score for this one is a 9. If it would have came out super polished, I would have easily given this a 10. It would have definitely got a 10. But I'm not going to dock it a whole bunch of points for performance, because it will get fixed. Like, it's going to get fixed, and then if I give it a 9 now, then I don't really have to come back later after it gets fixed and like play around with my score or anything like that. So yeah, I think a 9 is fair. I think if this game was running at 30 frames per second locked stable on everything that on all the consoles, that would be sufficient for it. And if the PC can just get the little bit of issues that it's got going on, like the stuttering issue every once in a while, stuff like that, I think it would be in a lot better place. So yeah, definitely a 9 seems fair for this. And then yeah, then I don't have to come back. But I really enjoyed my time with it. I was able to sit down and go right through this game. I wasn't thinking about anything else. And those games right there, those games that I can sit down and play through all the way to completion, those games are good. I more than got my money's worth when I got through this. If you're on PC, sign up for EA Play Pro and play this game for $14.99. If you're on console, yeah, it is going to cost you $70. If this is something, if the performance of this game is something that you can't that you just can't accept right now, definitely wait for a sale, man. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, yeah, this game is perfect, you need to go buy it right now. But I'm telling you that my experience is a 9. I'm not going to sit and listen to a whole bunch of other people be negative all the time and then try to create my content to be in line with what everybody else feels. Like that's not my style, man. When things make me mad, I voice my opinion on them. When things make me happy, I voice my opinion on them. If you've been here at this channel for a while, you know that and you understand that. I'm not searching for clout. I'm not looking for clout. I'm not trying to fit in like everybody else. I mean, for freak's sake, I probably was the only YouTube channel out there saying that Forspoken was good. And I like Forspoken. And if I had to say, like, this and Forspoken, for me, pretty even. I had a decent experience with Forspoken on the PC, just like I had here. I've had a decent experience with both of these on the PC. So that's pretty much my review for this. I think it's great. I do think it's a good game. I don't think you should pass on this, but if you do need to wait for performance updates, yeah, that's cool. But definitely keep this one in your mind and play through it, because it was good. It was fun. It was, like I said, about 20 hours. You could definitely stretch that out further if you take your time with this. I would say you could probably get a good 40 hours out of this experience. And I think that's pretty close. I think 25 hours was for the first game, after like doing a lot more of the exploration and stuff like that. Oh, let me touch on one more thing. The maps in this game, far easier to follow now. Not as messed up as the old ones. Like, it still does the 3D thing, but this is so much freaking better than the last maps. These maps are a lot better. They got a better layout. It's easier to read them. So I think you'll definitely have a better time with that as well. So, all right, my friends, thank you for watching this content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.